Welcome everybody, we are back at LAX and we're going to be flying out of Tom Bradley. And so we are flying out to Switzerland to the Netherlands. So come along for this adventure. It's going to be a long flight.
We're kind of worried about security, but we were pleasantly surprised that LAX did not have bad lines.
Security, and now we're looking for our gate, which should be around Terminal B. 134 they said, so that's where we're going. I think it's gonna be all the way on the other side. Interesting how these European flights go. Austrian Airlines, Lufthansa, and Swiss are all flying on the same airlines. We're about to board. We're in group 5. They just kind of grouped all 4 through 6 together, and so we're all one big group.
Seating on Swiss Airlines was okay. It was kind of tight. We were in economy and in the middle section, but there was 4 in the row, so it was a bit tight for an 11-hour flight. But they did have USB chargers and on-demand movies. They fed us twice on the plane, and being Swiss Airlines, it was fun because they gave us a really good chocolate for dessert.
Okay, we are here in Zurich, Switzerland. It's very green. We gotta find our next connecting flight to Amsterdam. It's funny, they're advertising the Mexico train in Zurich. So that's funny, that's different. But now we gotta go up this escalator and find our gate.
In Switzerland, they checked us into Europe. They have these scanners that take your picture and scan your fingerprints.
Kind of a domestic flight, although it's 2 different countries. But we're on the European Union side, so it's like flying domestic. And this is where we got to be for our next flight.
Our next flight to the Netherlands was pretty simple. Once you're on the European side, travel is very simple between countries within the EU.
So we are about to board our plane, and it was funny, they announced priority boarding and free boarding, and then just everybody else. So the boarding groups apparently here don't really matter much, but that was funny. Our second flight here, and the seating here, a lot more room on this E195. The plane, much better seats than our international flight actually. I feel like we got more space here. Of course, it's a much smaller plane.
Flying into Amsterdam was fascinating. You can see that the Netherlands is built on a lot of reclaimed land from the ocean, and so there's canals all over the country.
Because I didn't pay for snacks.
Do not blame me.
What?
I do not blame you. Yeah, I still got that battery.
This is our first view of the Amsterdam International Airport. Looks like pretty much any other airport I've ever seen. Lots of different aircraft carriers here. That's why the prices on airlines are so cheap, is because there's so many different airline carriers in Europe. Time for us to say hello to Holland.
Once we were out of the airport, we had to do 2 things. Buy a bus ticket to our hotel, and we were still hungry, so we bought some snacks at the grocery store.
To buy bus tickets, and I think we need those train tickets right there. I think that's what we need. I think cheese is here. Not surprising they had Swiss cheese. Probably real Swiss cheese.
The bus system is simple. You just buy a chip card, load it with money, and then you just scan it on and off the bus.
We successfully got off the bus, and we found our hotel, so that's a win for us. We're here at the Hotel Westcord Art, and we're gonna see what it's like. I had the app downloaded, but I don't know much other than that. Our room, it's a pretty good room. We made a mistake when we booked and we only got 1 bed. We learned double room doesn't mean double bed. You need to make sure you have 2 separate beds. And they were squished together, but we just separated them.
Yep.
Kind of like a ship bed. So we're good. But we're up on the 7th floor here. So tomorrow we should have a really good view up here. Right now we just see nothing. And we have a nice bathroom. We have a closet, TV, little coffee maker thing. It's good. Oh, and a little safe. So, oh, and a refrigerator. This is great. We're rolling, AJ.
Yeah.
They gave us a little stroop waffle when we came in. Stroop waffle is their. A stroop waffle is their dessert. Little waffle thing. So that was nice as well.
After this, we went to bed. Jet lag is definitely a thing. So if you're traveling far, never plan a lot for that first day.